Okay, so today we'll learn about the duality in linear programming problem. So duality means what? There is you have one linear programming problem. That programming has another linear programming problem. That means suppose any industry has say it has constructed one linear programming to maximize say to maximize its profit, maximize it. Okay, then there there also exists another linear programming problem. So what will be that one? That will be to minimize, that will be the what? To minimize the cost. Here the maximize the profit. Here is to what? The maximize. This is the original problem. This is the original linear programming problem. And to that linear programming problem, there also exists another linear programming problem, that is to what? Minimize the what? Cost of the production. And that if this kind of linear programming will be there, then that linear programming we call what? So this linear programming is the duality of this linear programming problem, the original problem. So whenever you have one original linear programming problem, whatever the original linear programming problem is given, that original linear programming problem is called primal. That is called what? Your primal. That is called your what? Primal. So this is your primal linear programming problem. And from primal, whenever you are getting some another linear programming problem, then that linear program, so this linear programming problem is called what? Your dual. Is called dual or duality of what? The primal linear programming problem. Did you got my point? What I'm trying to say here? Suppose an industry has your make one module, and that module says that about maximization of its profit. Then from this linear programming problem, we'll derive another linear programming problem, and that linear programming problem will be related to what? Is to related to what? To minimize the cost. So the original linear programming problem, where the problem is of maximization of the profit, that linear programming is called is your primal linear programming problem. And from this original linear programming problem, what you can derive another linear programming problem, and that problem will be what? Minimization. If your primal is maximization, then the dual will be your minimization. Okay, and if your primal is your minimization, then its dual will be what? Maximization. So vice versa it will be. Okay, that means if you have given a linear programming problem, that linear programming problem is a maximization problem, then whenever you construct a dual LPP from your given original linear programming problem, then the then the constructed linear programming problem will be the what? Minimization. And if your original linear programming is your minimization problem, then your its dual linear programming problem will be what? Your maximization. So it will be vice versa. Okay, so this is the basic concept about the duality of your linear programming problem. So if you read this all whatever I have given here, so associated with every linear programming problem, either it is of maximization or minimization, there always exists another linear programming problem which is based upon the same data. The data will not change and having the same solution. So you will get the same solution. Whatever be the solution you are getting for the original primal linear programming problem, you will get the same solution for the what? For the dual linear programming problem. So the solution will be same. So the original problem is called primal problem, while the associated one is called its dual. That means from the original linear programming problem, whatever with the new linear programming problem you are constructing or deriving, that linear programming problem is called your dual problem. And it is important to note that either of the two LBP can be treated as primal and the other as it's what? Dual. That means whatever the linear programming problem is given, then if you derive another linear programming problem from that with the given data, then that linear programming problem is called your what? Dual linear programming problem. Okay, so you can go through this all. I'm just coming directly. Now, how, so this is very important steps, okay? How to construct or how to convert a given linear programming problem into its dual linear programming problem. And then solution will be that will be similar to your simplex method that I will discuss later on. Okay, in the next class I will discuss the how to solve a dual linear programming problem using simplex method. That I will discuss tomorrow in the tomorrow class. But today we'll learn about how to construct a dual linear programming problem from the primal linear programming problem. So primal linear programming problem is the original linear programming problem which is given to you. Okay, so how to construct a dual linear programming problem. So there are some steps you need to follow that one. First, change the objective function to what? Maximization form. Okay. And if the constants have an inequality sign, that is your greater than is equal to, then you need to convert into less than is equal to. Okay, so that means suppose your original problem is your minimization. Okay, so whenever you are constructing its duality, then already I told you, if the primal is your minimization problem, then its dual will be what? Your maximization problem. And the constant in the constant, so if the constant, yeah, see, so try to understand here. If your problem is your, suppose, minimization, if your problem is your minimization, the original problem, that is primal, this is your primal. Okay, try to understand that is, this is your primal. Okay, this is your primal. Then and this is your objective function, whatever objective function is given. Then you must have some constant here, you must have some constant here. So that constant, all the constant will must be greater than is equal to. Try to understand here. If your problem is your minimization, that primal, I'm telling about the primal, I'm not saying about the duality, I'm saying about the primal. If your primal is a minimization problem, then you must have what? You must have some constant here. Then all this constant, in all this constant, this inequality sign will come. And if this inequality sign is not present, say that in the constant less than is equal to is there, then first you need to convert it into what? Convert it into what? Greater than is equal to, by multiplying by what? Minus sign on both sides. Simple. So keep in your mind that whenever the primal is your minimization problem, then all the constraints should be greater than is equal to. And if that greater than is equal to is not there, then whatever with the other, like less than is equal to is there, then you first need to convert it into what? Greater than is equal to. And then after that, we can construct what? Dual. It's dual. So this process, if your problem is minimization and if there is less than is equal to sign is there, then you need to convert into greater than is equal to, then whatever with the linear programming we are getting, that linear programming is the what? That is a standard primal. That is called what? A standard primal. So first you need to a standard primal. That is called what? Your standard primal. So first, whatever with the linear programming is given, that is your primal. So first you need to convert your primal into a standard primal. Okay. First you need to convert what? Your primal to what? A standard primal. And then only you can convert it to what? Duality. Then if the constant has equality sign, then maybe in your constant no less than is equal to or no greater than is equal to is there, say equality sign is there, equal is given, then replace it by two constant involving the inequalities going in opposite direction. That means what? Say say for example, I have already written here. Say for example, your constant will be this one. Suppose your constant will be this one. So if you need to construct the standard primal first, I am constructing a standard primal here. Okay. So if in your inequality, if equality sign is there and your problem is what? Your problem is your minimization problem. Your problem is your what? Minimization problem. Then what you need to do? You need to, all the constants should be like this. All the constants should be greater than is equal to. But here what you are getting? Equality sign is there. So as you know that this, when this will be equal, x1 plus 2 x2 is equal to 4. When this will be equal, if x1 plus 2 x2 is less than is equal to 4 and x1 plus 2 x2 is greater than is equal to 4. Is that clear? If this condition will be true, then only you can say that what? This is equal to 4. You're mathematics student, so obviously you know that if this is less than equal to 4 and if it is greater than 4, then only that could be what? Sorry, I have written both here, no? Sorry. This is x1 plus 2 x2 less than equal to 4. Sorry, here. It will be greater than is equal to 4. No, just a minute. Here, this one you consider greater than 4 and this is less than 4. I have written both less than. So this will be greater than is equal to 4. From this you are getting this will be greater than 4 and this is less than equal to 4. Then only this can be equal to what? This can be equal to 4. Now, since the problem is your what? Primal. Since the problem is your what? Minimization problem. So all the constants should be what? Greater than is equal to. Okay, so greater than is equal to here you have got. But here what you are getting? This is not greater than equal to 4. So this is what? Less than is equal to 4. So what we'll do to make it greater than is equal to, what you do? We multiply this whole equation, whole inequation by what? Minus sign, negative sign. And so it will convert it to what? Greater than is equal to. So keep in your mind, fix it in your mind that if your problem is your minimization problem, if your problem is your minimization, the primal, I'm telling about the primal. I have not arrived to a duality still. I'm first I'm trying to write the what? A standard primal. Okay. So whenever your linear programming is your what? Uh, minimization problem, then all the constant should be greater than is equal to. All the constants should be what? Greater than is equal to. Okay. If not, if greater than is equal to is not there, then you need to convert it into what? Greater than is equal to. So if less than is equal to is there, so then simply multiply by what? Negative sign on both sides. That will be converted to what? Greater than is equal to. But if equality sign is there, so then you need to follow this process. Once you write this will be greater than is equal to 4, and once you write it is less than is equal to 4. So since the problem is your minimization problem, so you multiply this. You need to convert this one less than is equal to greater than is equal to this one. So what you do, you multiply both side by what? Negative sign. So now it will convert to what? Convert to greater than is equal to. So this one, this thing you need to do. Okay, all these things I will. So a standard primal form of the given LPP in which all constant have less than is equal to sign when the objective function is what? Maximization problem. So just opposite of minimization. If your problem is your what? Maximization problem, then when you are writing the standard primal, so all the constant will be what? Less than is equal to. And if it is not less than is equal to, then you need to convert it into what? Into less than is equal to. So same thing, all constant have less than is equal to sign where the objective function is of what? Is of maximization form. Similarly, all constant have greater than is equal to sign where objective function is of what? In minimization form. So this all steps you need to know. Okay, so this is your duality. So that LPP, that original linear programming, original LPP is called your primal, and from original whatever with the linear programming you are deriving, that derived linear programming problem is called what? Your dual. That linear programming problem is called what? Dual. So the conversion will be what? From primal to what? Dual. That means, and in between this, there is another step, that is primal to first a standard primal and then a standard primal to what? Dual. And then how to solve this dual LPP? By using what? Dual simplex method. Okay, that is the thing. So already I told you here, this is the concept. If your problem is your this is not required. This is not required. Okay, let me do one problem, then you will understand that one. Okay, let me do one problem, then you will understand that one. Now see here, just the general one. Now see here, duality in LPP. So this is your primal. Okay, so what is that one? Max Z. So this is your what? Primal objective function. So what is C1 x1 C2 x2 dot dot Cn xn. So this is your primal linear programming problem. Now, since the problem is your maximization, since the problem is what? Your maximization, then it's constant. In the constant, what kind of inequality will come? Less than is equal to. So all constant will be what? Less than is equal to. So subject to the constant, say a11 x1 plus a12 x2 dot dot a1n xn is less than is equal to p1. Then another constant less than is equal to p2. Like this, another constant that is less than is equal to what? Bn. So all the constant are what? Less than is equal to, and that we required here. So you can consider, you can say that this is a what? A standard primal. That means the primal is itself a standard primal. Okay, this is itself a standard primal. Okay, this is what? Itself a standard primal. Nothing, no need to do anything here. No change is required. Now, then how to get its dual? So very simple. Try to understand. This is a very important one. With non-negative restriction, this is greater than is equal to 0. All the variables are greater than equal to 0. So how to write its dual? This is already what your, it is already a standard in a standard primal. Okay. So see how. So here, while writing the duality of this linear programming problem, we'll introduce the variable as say W1, W2, W3, like this variable we'll introduce here. Okay. So how you write the, now Now see here. Now I'm going to write the duality of this one. So already I told you, if your problem is your minimization, that means if your primal is your minimization problem, then its duality will be what? Your maximization. Its duality will be what? Maximization. And if your primal is your maximization problem, then its duality will be what? Your minimization problem. So this thing you need to know. So here primal is what? Your maximization problem. So its duality will be what? Your minimization problem. So what we'll write next? We'll write minimum z, and since duality, so I'm writing z suffix d. If you want to write, then it's also okay, no problem at all. So how will write? So how will write? And this variable will introduce new variable. These are dual variables, w1, w2, w3 dot dot. Okay. So how will you? So see here, how will you write the objective function? So objective function will change here. So how will you write? Now see this one, this constant terms. Using these constant terms, you need to write the what? You need to write the objective function. So objective function will be what first? B1 W1 plus B2 W2 plus dot plus last will be what? BM what? WM. Is that clear? So how to write the objective function? So objective function is written as what? By using this constant vector. By using this constant vector. And this is the what? Dual linear programming. We are converting from the primal linear programming problem. Now next, the constant. The constant will be what? Constant will be here. So these are the constant, no? So this time you need to take this column one, this column coefficient, this column coefficient as the what? Coefficient of what? Of the constant. That means here the first constant will be what? A11 plus, next will be what? A21 plus dot plus, next will be what? AM1. AM1. And this is what? Less than is equal to, no? This is what? Less than is equal to. So this will change to what? This will change to greater than is equal to. This will change to what? Greater than is equal to. So again I am repeating what? How to write the objective function? Objective function is written using this constant vector. Okay. Then you need to write the constant. So in the constant, we need to this column. Using one column, you need to write the what? Sorry, A11, W1 is here. W1. Then here what? W2. Then here what? Here it will come WM. WM. So using this column, we need to write the constants. And if this is less than, so obviously it will be less than because the problem is maximization. So since you have converted it to what? Duality. So the problem becomes minimization, and in minimization, all this constant will be what? All this inequality will be what? Greater than. So this will change to what? Greater than. And greater than is equal to what? Greater than is equal to this one. So one by one you need to take. So this will be C1. Similarly, the next will be what? Next you need to take this one. Next you need to take this coefficients, this column coefficient, and that will give the second constant. So that will be what? A21, sorry, A12 W1 plus A22 W2 plus dot plus AM1. M2, A M2 greater than is equal to what? Greater than is equal to what? Because it's less than, so it will be, it becomes greater than is equal to what? The next coefficient of the primal objective function. That is your what? C2. So like C2. The next, like this, you go on. Whatever with the number of columns is there. The number of column is equal to what? The number of rows here you will get. So is that clear? So how to write from primal to dual? From primal, first you need to convert into what? Standard primal. After converting into a standard primal, you need to convert into what? Dual. So while writing dual from the standard primal, what? This constant vector you need to consider while writing the objective function for the what? From the dual LPP. Okay. Then next, to write the constant, you need to take this column coefficient of what? Of vectors. Column coefficient. First column coefficient will give us the first your first constant. Then second column coefficient will give the what? Second constant, and this is less than, so it will change to what? Greater than, is equal to what? C1 means what? This one. The coefficient, this coefficient. Then next, that will be what? That will be greater than is equal to that C2. Next, that will be greater than is equal to what? C3. Then next, like this, it will go on. Next, that will be last, will be what? Cn. So whatever with the number of, so if you see the number of your column in the constant in the primal is equal to the number of rows in the what? Number of rows in the uh, constant in what? In your dual. Okay. So in this way, you need to convert a primal linear programming problem into dual. So see, I have written here, it's dual. Here W1, W2, Wm, these all are what? Greater than is equal to 0. So this is same thing. Now see, in matrix form, how will you write this one? That is very simple. This is what your objective function, that is your primal, subject to the constant ax is equal to b. Is it not? Where xi is what? Greater than is equal to 0. That means this x is what? Obviously greater than is equal to 0. All these means variables, basic variables are 0. Now its dual will be what? So this is already in your what? In standard primal. So now maximum will becomes minimum. Now see here. So what you are taking while writing the dual? You are taking the transpose of this one. Is it not? This is what? Earlier, this is what? In the column. This V is a what? This is a column vector or column matrix. This is a what? A column matrix. And you are writing in what? In row form. So what? If you take the transpose of a column matrix, that will change to what? Row matrix. Is it not? So that's why the transpose of B into W. So this is your what? Objective function of the dual LPP. Then here A. So how you are taking this A? Earlier, so earlier this is Ax equal to less than is equal to B. Then while converting into dual, what you are taking? We are taking the column one. Column. We are taking the column. That means this is a row one. Row is changing to what? Column. Earlier it was in row. Now we are taking its column. So just simply take the transpose of A. So it will be what? A to the power T, that is transpose of the matrix A, coefficient matrix A into W. And that will be, this is less than is equal to, so this will be greater than is equal to. And then in place of B, what you are writing? In place of B, here we are taking the what? This C we are writing in the what? In the column form. Here it is what? In the row form. So you are writing in what? Here in column form. So ultimately this will be what? The transpose of C, because it's a row matrix. So the transpose of C will be what? The column matrix. and wy is equal to what? Greater than 0. So this is the what? Your matrix form of a dual linear programming problem. Now see the some problem here, some examples I have taken here. Now see here. Formulate the dual of the following LPP. So already I told you how to form a dual of a linear programming problem. Whatever the LPP is given, that is your primal. First you need to convert into a standard primal, and then you need to convert into what? Into dual. So this is the problem is what? Maximization. Max ZP, that means primal, 3x1 plus 5x2. Subject to the constant. Since the problem is your maximization, so all the constants should be what? Less than is equal to. So okay, this is less than is equal to is present here. No problem. So that means your this primal is itself a standard primal. The primal is what? Itself a standard primal. So nothing to change here. It will remain as a standard primal. Primal will be remain as a standard primal. Now its dual will be what? How will you take the dual? So whenever you construct its dual, so the maximum or maximization will convert to what? Minimization. Already I told you. So this max will convert to what? Minimum. Z suffix D, that means dual objective function is equal to what? How will write the objective function here? This one already I told you, 8 W1 plus 5 W2. Okay, the objective function is over. Now you need to write the constant. So how will you take? Say this is simply x1, no? So say I am writing it is what? 1 into x1. So what are the coefficient? 2 and 1. So 2W1 plus 1 into W2. So 2W1 plus W2. It is less than is equal to. So this will becomes what? Greater than is equal to. And what will come here? Here it will come 3. First coefficient. Then next this one you need to consider. You need to consider this one. You have considered this part first to write the first constant. Now you need to take this one. So 3W1 plus 2W2. So 3W1 plus 2W2 is less than is there. So it will be what? Greater than is equal to what? Greater than is equal to what? Is equal to second from the objective function. That is your what? 5. That is your 5. So this is the constant of the dual linear programming problem, where this W1 and W2 should be what? Greater than 0. So this is the what? Dual of this linear programming problem. Is that clear? Okay, let's see one more problem. Now see, the 2 problems I have considered here. Now formulate the dual of the following LPP. One is maximization, another one is what? Minimization problem. So max ZP is, so let us see this one. Max ZP is equal to what? 3x1 plus x2, such that x1 plus 4x2 less than is equal to 7, and 3x1 plus x2 is what? Less than is equal to 9. So since the problem is maximization, all the constants are what? Less than is equal to. That means the problem is what? Problem is itself in what? In a standard primal form. Nothing to change. So this is already in a standard primal form. So how will you convert it into duality? Very simple. Let's see here. So maximum will convert to minimum. That is Z suffix D. That means dual. Now this objective function will be what? Now this one. 7W1 plus 9W2. So 7W1 plus 9W2. Then constant will be what? Constant will be what? Here no coefficient, that means 1 is there. 1 is there. So this is, that will be what? W1 plus 3W2. W1 plus 3W2. Here it is less than, so it will be what? Greater than. Is equal to what? Is equal to this. Coefficient of the what? Coefficient in the objective function of the what? Standard primal. So next, here nothing is there. That means 1 is there. So that means what? This one. That means what? 4W1 plus 1 into W2. So 4W1 plus W2. And it is less than. So that becomes what? Greater than is equal to. Okay? Is equal to greater than is equal to what? What is the coefficient of x2 here? That is 1. So greater than is equal to 1. Where W1, W2 is what? Greater than is equal to 0. So this is the what? Dual of the given standard primal linear programming problem. Is that clear? Now next, if you consider the other problem, so here it is what? Minimization problem. So let us check whether it is what your in a standard primal or not. So this is obviously in a standard problem. So since the problem is your minimization, all the constants should be what? Greater than is equal to. So here it is greater than is equal to, here also it is greater. So two constants, both the constants are what? Greater than is equal to present there. That means this is itself a your minimum in what? In a standard primal. Now you need to convert it into what? Into dual. So how to convert into dual? That is very simple. So just I'm showing here only. So dual will be what? Minimum will convert to what? Maximum. Minimum will convert to what? Maximum. Maximum z is equal to what? What? Objective function will be what? This one. 7W1 7W1 plus 9W2. Okay. Then constant will be what? This one. Coefficient. A column of coefficient. That means 3W1 plus 2W2 2W2. Now this is what? Greater than is equal to, no? So this will becomes what? Less than is equal to. And that will be what? What less than is equal to what? What is the coefficient of x1 here in the objective function? That is what? 1. So less than is equal to 1. Then next is what? This one. This coefficient. Nothing is there means 1 is there. So that means W1, 1 into W1 plus what? What is that? 5. So 5W2. Problem is less than is equal to. So it will be what? Greater than is greater than is equal to. So it will be less than is equal to. Then what is the coefficient of x2 in the primal? That is your what? 4. So it will be 4. And where there is no more constant, so W1, W2 is what? Greater than is equal to 0. So this is the what? This is the dual of what? This linear programming problem. So if the problem is minimization, so that will convert to what? Maximization. Okay. Let us see another one more type of your problem. So this is already I have done here. Now this time just to see this one, this problem. Write the dual of this of the LPP. Max Z is equal to what? This one. So here problem is what? Your problem is your maximization problem. So if your problem is your maximization problem, then its constant will be what? Less than is equal to always. If not less than is equal to, then you need to convert it into what? Into less than is equal to, that is a standard primal. So let us see whether all the constants are less than is equal to or not. So first constant is this one. 4x1 minus x2 is what? Less than is equal to. Okay, it is there. Then 8x1 plus x2 plus 3x3. Oh, it is greater than is equal to. That means this LPP is not in a standard primal. So that means you need to convert it into what? Into a standard primal. Because this problem is your what? Maximization problem. and you are getting here in the constant, you are getting what? Greater than is equal to. So that means you need to convert it into what? Into less than is equal to. And how will you convert it? Simply multiplying this whole in equation by what? Minus sign. And the third constant that is already less than is equal to is there, so no problem. So first you write the what? Standard primal by multiplying the second constant by what? Minus sign. So see here, the second constant I have multiplied with what? Minus sign. So greater than become less than is equal to minus 2. Now this LPP is what? In a standard primal form. Now you can write its what? Dual form. So dual form will be what? Since the problem is your maximization, so the dual will be what? The dual objective function will be what? Your minimization. So minimum ZD is equal to, and what will be the objective function? This one, using this one, 8 minus W and 13. Yeah. So that means 8W1 minus 12W2 plus 13W3 objective function. And the constant will be what? Constant will be this one. 4 minus 8, 5. 4 minus 8, 5. That means 4W1 minus 8W2 plus 5W3. So 4W1 minus 8W2 plus 5W3. And this is what? Less than is equal to. So that becomes what? Greater than is equal to what? Greater than is equal to this one. The coefficient of x1 in the objective function of the what? Primal. So that is greater than is equal to 3. Next is here what? Here 1 minus 1 is there. X2 is there, no? X2, next you need to consider the coefficient of x2 in column. So minus 1, minus 6. So minus W1, minus W2, minus W3. And that will be less than, then it will be greater than is equal to, what is the coefficient of x2 here? That is what? Minus 1. So greater than. Next, another one. Here there is no x3 here. So we can write what? 0 into what? X3. You can write 0 into x3. Here x3 is there. Here no x3 is there. So you can write what? You can write 0 into what? 0 into x3. Then take the coefficient of what? X3 in the column form. So 0W1 minus 3W2 plus 0W3. That means only minus 3W2 will come. And less than is equal to, so it will becomes greater than is equal to, and greater than is equal to what? Sorry, greater than is equal to what? Greater than is equal to what? What is the coefficient of x3 in here? That is what? Your 1. So that is 1. So that means W1, W2, W3 is what? Greater than is equal to 0. So this is the what? Dual of this standard primal. Did you understand or not? বুঝি পাইছেন না? Now see next problem. Write the dual of the LPP. Max ZP is equal to x1 plus 3x2. So it is a maximization problem. Since the problem is your maximization, so all the constant will be what? Less than is equal to. Okay, less than is equal to is there. Or here it is what? Greater than is equal to is there. Sorry, equal to equality sign is there. So already I told you, if equality sign is there, so then you need to write what? Two inequations in opposite inequality sign. One is what? Less than is equal to, another one is what? Same inequation with greater than is equal to. Okay. Okay, let's see here. So there is a shortcut method of writing the dual of this linear programming problem. So let us see how to write the shortcut method first, and then in details we'll see how it comes. Okay. So same thing. So since the problem is your maximum, try to understand. Since the problem is your maximization, all the inequality will be what? Less than is equal to. So okay, less than is equal to is there. Okay. Here it is what? Equality. So treat it as what? Less than is equal to. Since the problem is your maximization, so all the constant will be what? Less than is equal to. So here it is less than is equal to, okay, for this constant. In the second constant, equality is there. And since the problem is your maximization, so treat this equality sign as less than is equal to. And then you write its primal. So primal will be what? Simple. That is 6W1 plus 4W2. 6, and maximum will become minimum 6W1 plus 4W2. Such that is what? 3W1, 3W2. 3W1 plus 3W2. And it is less than is equal to, so it will be what? Greater than is equal to. And what is the coefficient of x1 here? That is your 1, greater than is equal to 1. Next, that is what? 2W1, and here it is what? 1W2. So 2W1 plus W2, and that will be what? Less than, so it will be greater than is equal to. Greater than is equal to what? That is it, 3. That is what? 3 here. Greater than is equal to 3. Now see here. In which constant equality sign is there? In the second constant. So there will be restriction over W1. That means W1 should be greater than equal to 0. But you cannot put any restriction over W2. So the variable W2, earlier, whatever with the problem we have seen, all are what? All the variables should be what? Are greater than is equal to 0 we are writing. But here, this, that is your non-negativity restrictions that are there, no? So on W1, you can put the restriction, that is W1 should be greater than equal to 0, and it will be greater than equal to 0. But you cannot put restriction over what? This W2. Why you can't put restriction? So if you go through the details of conversion of this kind of LPP into dual, if you go in details, then only you will come to know why we cannot put any restriction over the variable W2. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see that one. So if question will come in exam, and if it is 1 mark or 2 mark, so then it's okay. You can write this, you can use the shortcut method. But if the problem is your 3 marks, so if you write only this one by using shortcut method, so that will not, you will not get the full marks. The marks will be deducted. So to get the full marks, you follow this process that I have written in details. Okay. So this is your primal, this is the original LPP, that is max ZP is equal to what? X1 plus 3x2. Okay. Max, that is your, this is the problem, no? Max ZP, x1 plus 3x2, that is, then 3x1 plus 2x2 is what? Less than is equal to 6. 3x1 plus 2x2 is what? Less than is equal to 6. Then this, in this, say here it is what? Equality is there, no? So this equality, how you will write? You need to write into two constant in opposite inequality sign. So one is what? Less than is equal to, and other one will be what? Greater than is equal to. So I have written one as less than is equal to 4, and another one is I have written is what? Greater than is equal to 4. Now you need to convert. Now see, the problem is your maximization problem. So already I have told you that if the problem is your maximization, then all the constant will be what? All the constant will be less than is equal to. So less than is equal to here, less than is equal to for this also, and but here it is what? Greater than is equal to is there. So what you'll do? You need to convert this primal into a standard primal. This is not in a standard primal. So how will you convert this greater than is equal to into less than is equal to? Simply you multiply this whole inequality in equation by what? Minus sign. So minus 3x1 minus x2, and this greater than becomes less than is equal to, and that is your what? Minus 4. So now this is what? In a standard primal. This is what? In your standard primal. Now you can convert this standard primal into what? Into dual. So how you convert into dual? Let's see that one. The process is same. There is no change in the process. What is that one? To write the objective function of the dual, you have to use this one. So that will be what? 6W1 4W2 minus 4W. Now see here. This both in equations you have got from where? You have got from one equation, is it not? You have got from one equation, that is 3x1 plus x2 is equal to 4. So what we'll do here, don't take a different. So this is for this. So here that will be what? 6W1. Okay, I'm writing. Then for this you write plus 4. It is W2. I'm giving it is dash. And then it is what? Minus 4 W2 double dash I'm giving. You need to write like this. Okay. Okay. So if equality is there, and equality you have converted into a standard primal, then for equality part, this part, 4W2 dash minus 4W2 double dash. Okay. Then you need to write the constant in the same way. So for what? 3W1. Then now see, these two equations we have got from where? These two equations you have got from where? From the second equation, that means W2. Okay, so it will be what? 3W1 plus 3W2 dash minus 3W2 double dash. Okay, and this is less than, so it will be what? Becomes greater than is equal to, and greater than equal to what? What is the coefficient of x1 here? That is 1. So that will be 1. The next, this one, this coefficient you need to take. This one, 2 plus 1 minus 1 here. So 2W1 plus W2 dash minus W2 double dash. W2 double dash. And less than, so it will be greater than is equal to, and that is what is the coefficient? That is 3. So that is 3. Okay. Now, in the next step, what we'll do? Now see here. From this W2 and W2 double dash, what is common? 4 is common. So W2 dash. So here all W1. So here all W1, W2 dash, and W2 double dash. All are greater than equal to 0. Okay, all are greater than equal to 0. So if you take 4 common, so it will be W2 dash minus W2 double dash. So just I have done here. You can see that one here. So see, same thing I have written, 4W2 dash minus 4W2 double dash. So this W, so just you take common. So 4, so W2 dash minus W2 double dash. Then same thing here also. What? 3 will come on from this, 3W2 dash minus 3W2 double dash. So 3 will come on. So W2 dash minus W2 double dash. Same thing here, W2 dash minus W2 double dash. So this one. Okay. So now you consider this W2 dash minus W2 double dash is equal to what? Is equal to W2. I am taking what? Because here, see, W2 is what? A positive number. W2 dash is also a positive number. So their difference I am considering any W2. So let W2 dash minus W2 double dash is equal to what? W2. Then, so now it is what? It is in a standard primal. Now you have converted into what? Into a standard primal. Now you need to write its what? Duality. Now ultimately we are writing duality. Sorry, we are writing already duality. So no problem at all. Uh, so the minimum z, already minimum z is equal to what? 6w1 plus 4w2, because w2 dash minus w2 double dash I have considered as what? W2. So 4w2, such that this will be what? 3w1 plus 3w2 greater than is equal to 1. Then this will be what? 2w1 plus, that is your what? W2 greater than equal to 3. So here this the first constant equation, if you see the first constant here, the equality sign present where? Equality sign present in the second equation. Equality sign is present in where? In the second constant. In the second constant. First constant is same. There is no change. So there is change. There will be what? Equality sign in what? In the second constant. So that's why W2 you need to consider. So there will be no change in W. W1 should be greater than equal to 0. W1 should be greater than equal to 0 because the first constant is there has no change we have taken. Wherever equality sign is there. So just to check in which equation, in which number of constant equation equality sign is there. And then that variable, corresponding to that variable, that means here it is what? W2 will be the what? Consider as what? The variable related to what? To the second your constant equation. Okay, because in the second constant equation equality sign was there. Okay, so now see here. So W1 should be greater than equal to 0. Now this W2, I have written it is what? I have not written it is greater than equal to 0. I have not put it any restriction. This is unrestricted. Why it is unrestricted? Can you tell me, anyone? What you have considered W2? W2 you have considered as W2 dash minus W2 double dash. Now see here. And here this W2 dash and W2 dash double dash, both are positive. Both are positive. Now the difference is, the difference of two positive number is always a positive number, or it may be a negative number. Can you tell me, anyone? Do the difference of two positive number is always a positive number, or it may be a negative number? Yes. Now see, if I'll take, since both this W2 dash and W2 dash double dash both are positive. So if I will take the W2 dash is equal to 1 and W2 dash double dash is equal to, if I will take 2, so 1 minus 2 is equal to what? 1 minus 2 is equal to what? Minus 1. And if I will take say W2 equal to your 3 and W2 double dash is equal to say 2, so that will be what? 3 minus 2, that equal to what? 1. So what you are getting? Both positive value I have taken. So you can't say that the difference of two positive number is always a positive number. It may be a negative number. So that depends over how you are choosing. That's why you can't say that W2 is always greater than equal to 0 here. That's why you can't say that W2 is what? Always greater than equal to 0 here. Because already I have shown you, its value should be negative also. Its value should be positive also. And its value should be equal to 0 also. So you can't put any restriction over W2 here. Do you got my point? So that's why here W2 is what? Unrestricted. And if you write W2 greater than equal to 0, so the whole and the marks will be allotted how much? Marks will be allotted that much. Even though all these are correct. So keep in your mind, whenever equality sign is there in the constant, in the primal. Then in the conversion of this primal to duality, some unrestricted variable should be there. And why it is unrestricted, already I have explained. This W2 is equal to what? Difference of two positive number. And the difference of two positive number cannot be always positive. It may be negative. And so you can't put any restriction over what? W2. And that's why we need to write W2 is what? Unrestricted. And in the short form, if you see, in the short method, already have written W2 is unrestricted, because in the second, your second constant, equality sign is there. So this W2 will be what? Unrestricted here. Okay. Okay, let's see the last problem. Minimum ZP is equal to minus 2x1 minus x2. Okay. So since the problem is your minimization, all the constants should be what? Greater than is equal to. Okay, let's see. It is greater than is equal to, but here it is what? Equality is there. And it is greater than is equal to there. So here equality is there. So by shortcut method, you can write its duality. So since it's a problem of minimization, so all the constant will be what? Greater than is equal to. So this is greater than equal to, this is greater than equal to. There is no problem in these two constant. The problem is what? Here. So since it is equality and the problem is your minimization problem, so consider this as greater than is equal to. And if your problem your maximization, so this will be less than equal to, this is less than is equal to. And if it is equal to, so consider it as what? Less than is equal to. Is that clear? So now its dual will be what? Dual will be 2W1 plus 8W2 minus 11W3. See? Minus 11W3. And constant will be what? Coefficient, you need to take the coefficient of x1 in this column. So W1 plus W2 minus W3. And greater than, so it will be less than, is equal to what? The coefficient of x1 from the objective function. That is your minus 2. The next, minus 2W2, W1 plus 2W2 plus 1 into W3. Greater than, so it will be less than is equal to. Less than equal to what? Coefficient of x2 from the what? From the objective function of the primal. That is your minus 1. So here, the equality sign present where? In the second. Equality sign is present where? In the second constant here. So W2, so W1 and W3. So W1 and W3 should be greater than or equal to 0. But this W2 is what? Unrestricted. W2 is what? Unrestricted. Because second constant will be what? Is what? Equality sign is there. So W2 will be what? Unrestricted. And if you go through the details of this LPP, so what? This is not in a standard primal. So first you convert into a standard primal. So there is no problem. There is no problem with this constant and there is no problem with this constant. The problem is what? With this constant only. That means first you need to write, this is what? x1 plus 2x2 less than is equal to or less than is equal to and then greater than is equal to. So two in equation you need to write for this one. So that I have done here. So one I have written what? Greater than is equal to. Another one I have written less than is equal to. Since the problem is your minimization, all should be what? Greater than is equal to. So wherever less than is equal to, multiply that whole in equation by what? Minus, and that will convert to what? Greater than is equal to. So a standard LPP, what I have done here. So this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. So but this is what? Less than is equal to is there. So what we'll do? We'll multiply this one by what? Minus sign. So that will change to what? Greater than is equal to. So now this is what your standard LPP, a standard primal. So now you need to write the what? you need to write the objective function of the duality. Now we are going to convert into duality. So what? 2w1, and this is the second, this you have got what from the second constant, and that is equality. So what you consider? 8w2 dash minus 8w2 dash 2 double dash plus minus 11w3. Okay, so like this we need to write here. So see here, 2w1 plus 8w2 dash minus 8w2 double dash minus 11w3. Constant, same thing, coefficient you need to take here. So w1, and this is what from this, for this one, for this 2. So w2 dash minus w2 double dash minus w3, and greater than, so less than is equal to what? Less than is equal to what? Coefficient of x1 is what? Minus 2. So less than is equal to minus 2. Okay. Same thing for this second. You need to take the coefficient of x2. So minus 2x2 minus 2w2, and then it is what? For this 2w2 dash minus 2w2 double dash plus 1 into w3, and that greater than, so it will be less than is equal to what? What is the coefficient of x2 from the objective? Minus 1. That is your minus 1. Now what you do? From this take 8 common, from this you take 1 common, from this you take 2 common. So it will be what? And then you put this w2 dash minus w2 double dash is equal to what? Is equal to w2. So ultimately this will reduce to what? ZD 2w1 plus 8w2 minus 11w3. And w1 plus w2 minus w3 is less than is equal to minus 2. And minus 2w1 plus 2w2 plus 2w plus w3 should be less than 1. So here w1 and w3 can be greater than is equal to 0. But this w2 is what? Unrestricted. Because both w2 dash and w2 double dash are positive, but their difference may not be positive. That's why w2 is what? Unrestricted. Unrestricted. You can't put any restriction over what? W2. And that will be the what? That will be the primer, that will be the what? Dual. That will be the what? Dual of the given LPP. So I have written here. So this one, see. So this is the dual. So this is the required dual. So I think all of you have understand. If you go through whole recording again, so you'll understand more clearly. And if you do some problem, if you practice whatever the problem I have done here, if you practice that problem only, then your concept will also clear. So just watch recording one or twice, you'll able to understand. I have explained in a very simple way. You can understand, all of you can understand that one. Okay.